I tell you what, man, YouTube don't like me being live. We're gonna get more into this case.
Thank you. There were some people in Arizona. Your mama loves you. My mama loved you. Thank you. It's just to that. The TMZ, everyone knows about TMZ, but the local news station. I think the local news station got froze. I think the TMZ one was fake, but I think the local one was legit. But I also think somebody piggybacked what was already reported out there. Once that stuff gets out there, the reports, someone's trolling and making a game. But it's so legit that they give out 2 ransom responses. The Guthrie family. You got Cameron yesterday, Savannah the day before with the 2 others. Now, why didn't Savannah give out another update? And why is Cameron speaking on behalf of the family now? Is it because everyone is analyzing? When will you start boots on the ground? Tonight, Rose. Tonight. It's going down tonight.
It's going down tonight.
How much? When we do these boots on the grounds, remember we used to do boots on the ground down border and other places. We're talking about 15, 20-hour days. But we're committed. We want to do this. We want to try to find Nancy or try to find answers or try to do something.
Where is Nancy?
But we also don't want to impede on any investigation. So, another thing I was thinking, one of the FBI agents, or one FBI, could have pulled one of those family members to the side and just said, try to get close to certain people to try to find out something. You know what I mean? It's one of those family members. Even though you might see them as a unified front, one of them could be a informant and be telling, just behavioral-wise and hanging out and eyeing, just get as close to so-and-so as possible and just play cool, and it's possible. It's possible. If she didn't attend church physically on Sundays, then the first part of the family story is bogus. She didn't attend church physically on Sundays, then the first part of the family story is bogus. Because, we're going to find out about the church. I'm going to find out if it's an online, if she regularly goes, who's her friends, who called. We're going to try to find out.
Because they said the first time that they didn't show up and they called. So if somebody else called, like, hey, she didn't show up, then that's what's weird.
Called to report her not coming to the church. Maybe that person will come forward. Maybe they don't. Maybe they will.
Camilla, how you doing? Thank you for the super chat.
Maybe they won't. But, I don't, I have little ideas, right? Y'all have ideas. We have ideas. So share. Like, what should be looked at? Because I really like y'all in the chat, and I like having conversations when we talk about these crazy cases out there. Y'all bring different things to the table. And thank you, Mama Hoss. Hoss. Thank you. A lot of you guys bring things to the table that makes me go, like, oh wow, y'all, you know what I mean? Like a collective group of minds. We're not.
That's why I said if the FBI gave us all the information, I feel like we saw this motherfucker by now.
Law enforcement, but a collective group of online sleuths, perspectives, and lines. It's a powerful tool. It's huge. When we all can put our minds together and have different takes in different situations and different ideas.
Yo, YouTube is on one today on my system.
To Annie's house, and the sheriff said for games and dinner. We're gonna go over there and play games. I thought that.
I mean, that's not weird. You got an 84-year-old mother. Hey, come over for game. My family do game nights like once a week or whatever. Like in Tucson, like literally in Tucson, they do a game night. Like that's not weird. It's just a reason to see her.
For games and dinner, like what? Parcheesi?
Yeah.
Uno? What kind of games are we playing? But was her plan to text Annie? Was Annie and Nancy texting with each other? And the plan was, I'll bring an Uber home, and one of you guys will take me back, or I'll take an Uber and I'll take an Uber back, because if the plan was to go to Uber, take an Uber there and take an Uber back, and then she didn't take an Uber back. Why?
That's another, if it was, but I feel like that's reasonable. Hey, maybe he was at work because she was done by 9:50 back home. So you say, hey, mom, come over about 6 or whatever, catch an Uber. I'll just be getting in. Tamayo, whatever his name is, will just be getting in. Just take an Uber so you're here around dinner, okay? Like, I got the kid, or he's at work, and but we'll, of course, drop you off. It's late at night. 10 o'clock at night, like, I'm not saying you treat an 84-year-old like a child, but, like, hey, it's all right. But after 9 o'clock, like, don't worry about your mom. If it was still light outside, 6, 7, like the Uber driver, now we got to worry about the Uber driver walking you into the garage and he's seeing you go in the house by yourself and late at night, and that's just weird. So I that's the most understandable part. Like, she caught her Uber there and then they drove her back, to me.
Please read the chats about dangers that night. Will do, Beagle. Will do. It's hard
What's
to
up,
read the chat
everybody?
here because it's going so fast. Rosie,
Yeah.
Rosita, glad you're back, boots on the ground, right? Yeah, we need it. We need someone already planted in that house, waiting for it. Garage door closes, boom. And then things.
Damn, that's another one. Was somebody there waiting for her in the house already? Bitch, you try to run out the front door, but then why would they break? Once again, all the rings being broken would only be to turn our head a different way. That's a lot of effort. That's not like a spare the moment. If they took all that time and effort to kidnap this 84-year-old lady, they might not find her. Like, usually criminals is in the heat of the moment, it's spontaneous. If they did all that to trace their footsteps and send ransom letters to this and TMZ, that's a lot. Because it was smart for raiders, was they're making a system around the legal. Huh?
Discussions. Kidnapper in there. On the phone with somebody. What should we do? What should we take her? Whatever like that. Or was this just somebody blowing up right before 2, disabling the cameras? A little after 2, a shadowy person was seen on a surveillance, which she didn't have.
I don't know if it was shadowy. It was the sensor, the motion detector, but no video of anybody. There's a lot you could do with a shadow. You might be able to interpret height from a shadow. They didn't get a shadow.
Service, and then
Recording in about 15 or 20 minutes here.
I flight. It's a lot of times we don't get it. And also if the suspect gets called tonight, tomorrow, and the next day, they're not going to have court till the next week. Suspect or suspects. I think it's a conspiracy. I don't think there's one soul mad genius to this.
I don't think so either.
YouTubeville. Thank you. Probably missing something here. Caregiver? Who's the caregiver? Who's the medical caregiver? Who's the medical caregiver?
All somebody had to do was let slip that, hey, I go. It could have been a pool guy that say, hey, I go to this lady house. You going to that old lady house? Yeah, I do it twice a month. She live by herself, man. What? Yeah, she live by herself. I feel bad, so I go over there, talk to her more than I do clean. And then it all it takes is for you to talk to the wrong person about that lady living situation.
PD Crace. Is that PD Crace? Thank you.
Yeah. TMZ got 2. Oh, man, you got to go back and watch the prior live. Please do yourself a favor. TMZ got 2 ransom letter. And then they caught the guy who sent the other one, who was an ex-LA county worker. And he has no social media presence. The only thing he has is a YouTube channel where he make like metal music, metal rock and roll. And Tomas, the son-in-law, also has no social media presence. The only thing he has is a band where he also make the same kind of rock and roll music. And when that guy sent the family, they sent it to TMZ, they sent it to KOLD, Tucson News, the local news, and they sent it to the son-in-law. How did they get his phone number? Why him of all people to send that ransom demand to?
Yeah. Do they have cameras?
All you gotta do is watch the first 20 minutes of that. It'd be crazy. Come on, it's so crazy.
I was told that there's some media people still outside Annie and Tommaso's home. They're just sitting there in their cars. There's paparazzi out there. There's people out there.
And then the child police, the ICAT, the internet cops against child abuse or something, was outside his home too and in his house. Did they find something that they investigating in this? You know what I mean? Did they trip over or unturn something else? Like, oh, yeah, you didn't do nothing to your mother-in-law, but you a goddamn PDF file. Okay, well, that's weird. Because he can't say, no, you can't see my computer. No. What do you mean? Your mother-in-law missing? We need to see your computer to rule you out. No. That's weird, right?
But there's still a sense of urgency because you're talking tomorrow night. Tomorrow night will technically be, tomorrow night will be 1 week. 1 week. Tomorrow night. Tommaso sauce, tomato sauce, Tommaso sauce. The victim in this case. But the band people, hey, John Dunn, nice to see you as always. Thank you. Malin, hey, Malin, thank you. Very grateful, thank you. Always great to see you. How long is your flight going to be? 7 hours. 7-hour flight, see? And people were saying this in the chat yesterday, and
This is him. This is the brother-in-law, Tommaso. This is a picture of him and his bandmates right here. And it was, I think it's the name of it is Life, Love, Murder. Weird, right?
I just realized that, like, I wasn't paying attention yesterday. That's why it's always good to just throw it in the chat and we'll go back and people remind, right? This guy, his name's Walter Gonzalez, like the Gonzalez family, Moscow, Idaho. That's his
I didn't know that.
Gonzalez. Dude is a federal public defender. He plays in the band. He plays in the band with Tommaso and the other guy.
Oh, Evans, I didn't know that.
Dominic Evans. He's literally a federal public defender. He's a federal public defender. Tommaso and his bandmate, a federal public defender. Now, if Tommaso's feeling the heat, even if he didn't do anything, even if Tommaso didn't do anything, he could be going to his federal public defender friend and be like, what should I do? What should I do? And get legal advice here. Well, what should I do? Stay quiet, cooperate, what should you do? They're in this band, but their band has taken down the entire
SoundCloud
Facebook page. The band has taken down the Facebook page, and they take down their Instagram. It's gone. They're gone. They're gone. They were up yesterday. It's gone. So because of this, it's gone. So many chats are coming through, and I appreciate that. I didn't see everyone, and if I missed you, I apologize.
Which is weird. That was their chance. They're like there's not like a gospel Christian group. They're a smash metal kill Satan like group. Would you think this kind of publicity would be like right around their corner, especially if they didn't do it? Like I didn't do it, like, but this is great for our band, guys. Like at least the other members, maybe not Tommaso, but at least the other members, like, yo, we about to get crazy views. They about to come check out our stuff, and people who like it, they think we killed somebody and like sacrificed her as an old lady. Like they gonna come checking out our music.
Ben Rustic, safe travels. Been watching since Cavalcante. We're gonna go on the front lines whenever somebody gets arrested. I'm thinking about staying there until somebody does get arrested. Now, hopefully this doesn't turn into like an Elizabeth Smart where it's like 8-9 months later.
Oh, I'm about to go to Tucson and interview JLR.
I don't think we can spend 8-9 months in Tucson. I think it's coming. There's too much pressure. There's too much sophistication. I think they're trying to draw the kidnapper out. If the ransom stuff's legit, they're trying to draw him out, gaslight this person or people to respond to the Guthries, because he didn't leave a phone number for the Guthries to get a hold of him, or her, or whoever the kidnapper is. He didn't give his phone number or her phone number, so they don't have no way. So they're trying to gaslight this person. And if the person responds to the Guthries or responds to the FBI, they have a number, they call, or they send something off. There's going to be so much digital footprints and everything like that that the FBI is going to be able to, I think, track down the exact location. Because you're talking about phone lines, you're talking about the internet.
They did. It was her son-in-law. He dropped her off from family game night. She caught an Uber there, and he drove her back. So they got her car. They got her car that's in the garage, the Subaru. They got the daughter's car, and whatever Tomas Tommaso drove to bring her back home. They got that. He was the last one to see her between 9:48 and 9:58.
I mean, that stuff is all traceable. No matter how much you think you can mask your IP or divert your call and use a VoIP, they will get around it and they can find it. You can't just be at one location. They will find the location. These FBI cast celebrate. Stuff is sophistication. Stuff is sophistication.
Oh, we definitely, Annie? Yeah, we definitely looking at the daughter.
It's sophistication. So to camera.
They just bought a new house, damn near $1 million. It was like 7 something. The daughter and the son-in-law, maybe they were going through something financially. Maybe Savannah ain't come through with some money like she said she would or something. I don't know.
In fairness to Savannah and fairness to Tommaso, if they're all in hiding, you gotta understand, it might not be because of guilt. It might be, if they're in hiding, is because they're generally scared. They want their mother home. They're told to lay low, or they might feel like they could get kidnapped. Think about this: if your own family member got kidnapped.
I don't know about that, but Savannah might be like, "Yeah, hide." Like I go through this all the time. I see these cases. I'm on Fox. They try to get the family member. They sit there and point a light on them. It don't matter after once you label certain. It don't matter. They done lost their job, their livelihood. It ain't like somebody come back and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we did that." Oh, you can have your job back in your career. All right, no. It's people gonna be looking at you for the rest of your life. So it's better not to say nothing.
You might think you're next. You might think you're next.
The son-in-law dropped her off. It was at the daughter house for game night, but the son-in-law dropped him off by himself, supposedly.
Did you check it out with us? Remember, you must remove any spare lithium batteries, e-cigarettes, or vapes. They cannot go in the car.
No batteries, lithium, cigarettes, or vapes in the plane. We got a tripod. I'm bringing my tripod. Look.
Without a doubt, it's somebody she knew. Whether it was the gardener, whether it was a Uber delivery driver that seen her multiple times, whether it was a Walmart delivery, somebody, the pool boy, the lawnmower, one of the people in the neighborhood watch, whatever. It was somebody she knew. Took advantage of this old lady.
Tripod. Know something. X to find out if there's any new information. Apparently, there's these. It's going to be backwards, but there's apparently these billboards now that are up.
Yeah, I seen that. Supposed to be a billboards in Tucson.
But something tells me she's still alive. I really do think she's still alive. Here's why I think she's alive. If the ransom is real, I think she's still alive. If the ransom is BS, which
she's dead.
Personally, I can argue. It's just your mind can go all over here. That's what's crazy about the situation. Because if the ransom is legit, then it's safe to say she's still alive, maybe. But now that there's so much pressure, they might have just killed her because they know the ransom stuff's not going to happen. You're not.
Yeah, I don't see that. If they send the ransom, I don't know. You say this is our final time. If she don't come in, if we don't get this money by this date, either way, your mother's coming home. Whether that's alive or dead, she's coming home on this date. Please don't make us do it. You do that, Savannah sending that goddamn money. Savannah sending that goddamn money. Imagine if she don't send that money, and they send it to TMZ and everybody else say by this date, by the 9th, if we ain't got that money, either way your mother coming home back to y'all. You gotta send it. Because if she don't, and then they send your mother back or show the location or whatever she at, and she dead, you will forever live the rest of your life thinking you got your mother killed. Even though it's dead and she's not her fault, she shouldn't, but you will forever feel like you got. That's like buying somebody, a family member, like a sports car, and then they die in that sport. You will forever feel the guilt. Like, if I just paid the fucking rent, money. What is money to me? I don't see how they ain't paid yet.
But the ransom is not legit. If it's not legit, I'm not so sure she's alive. I know I'm all over the map there, but it's Like, if the ransom is not legit, I don't know how she could be alive, because what's the motive of keeping her? What I feel like is the ransom.
Unless it's Tomas' mother-in-law, he like, damn, I ain't want to kill that bitch. Like, she can't even identify me, but now you got to pay these people. Now you got the other kidnapper. You can't be like, yo, release it. They ain't paying. Just nah. No, we're going through with this. You figure out a way to get that money. And then one of the people hey, you asked them for the money. Hey, you get that yet? And then that person get arrested. But now they acting like, we don't know. Like, how much, I guess he can get charged for that, but how much time are you going to get for sending a fake ransom doing something? It's weird, but what do they even call it? Like, impeding an investigation, or, I don't know, tampering somehow?
Could have been a, please say hi to Ann. 100 plus can't read number.
An attempt
Please
charge?
say hi to Ann.
It had to be multiple people. I think that's without a doubt. She couldn't even walk that much, more than 50 yards. So she ain't going to that van or whatever they put her in with any kind of quickness or haste. Not the Pooh Boy. Ransom not legit. I don't know. The FBI won't let her send their money. They don't care about the mom. All they care about is getting the person. I don't know if they can stop the family. You probably can sue the shit out of the FBI if your parent or somebody is killed and you say, I wanted to send the ransom, and they stop. I don't think it's their choice. What the FBI was saying, the family can choose to work with them if they want. Like, that's what the FBI agent was making it seem like. You want to negotiate with terrorists? You got the money? The mother is not on this. I don't know. If it is a family member, if it is Tomas, the son-in-law, that's a great story. They'll stop looking for you probably. Imagine if she just go free and then y'all get the money. Do they look as hard? But if she found dead, then the president gonna come out and say, this is a national travesty. We will spare no cost, no expense, no time. We will find the people. Like, you on a man, you dead. You dead at that time. Now listen, there's a lot from this stuff. I'm probably gonna call it a night. If you missed out on this, go back and look at the other lives that we did. I think I did 2 more tonight, and it'll tell you everything about Tomas, the sister, all the evidence. If you tired of looking at different sources and this update, don't. Watch the last live I did. Just watch that, and you will be completely caught up on what's real and what's not. You will hear people say, they smashed the cameras. They didn't smash the cameras. They force entered. No, they didn't force entered. Just watch it so you can understand, all right? Thank you, everybody. Poor Annie and Tommaso. Yeah, they didn't do it. Poor these people. These people, like, fucked up. I feel like I should send them an apology note if they turns out that they didn't do it. Let me read the last comment, make sure I ain't missing. Definitely will be live tomorrow. Tucson weekend. Not the mother in on it. Talking about the sister may be in on it. We know the mother ain't in on it. She's an 84-year-old woman on a pacemaker. Just look. It's like 4 different notes sent by this time. I don't know. Let me know, cave dwellers, to my new cave dwellers. We cover all the cases like